Hello, this is Simon from brokenguitar.co.uk, and for this tutorial I'm going to go through Al Testament de Amelia in an arrangement by Miguel Llobet. So before we start, we need to make sure that the 6th string is down to D. Now you can either tune it with your electronic tuner or tune it to the octave of the 4th string. So once we're in tune, we can begin. The composition is in D minor, so we have a flat, B flat to contend with. It's also in triple time, 3/4 time. So at bar 1, we start with our D minor chord and we place the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. We place the 1st finger on A on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and we need to put the 2nd finger on the F on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Now once we've got the fingers placed, we then play the 6th string and the 2nd string together, followed by the chord of D minor, which is the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, and then we finish by playing the 2nd string again. So that's bar 2. We're now moving to the 6th position, so we place the 1st finger on F on the 2nd string, 6th fret, and we put the 2nd finger on D on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and we place the 3rd finger on B flat on the 8th fret of the 4th string, and we play the 2nd string and 6th string again. Then we're playing the 3rd and 4th string, and then on the last note of the bar we play G with the little finger on the 2nd string, 8th fret. So that is so from bar 1 we have bar 2, bar 3. Our little finger slides up from the G, that's the guide finger, up to the 10th fret on the 2nd string to the A, and we're doing a partial bar chord at the 7th fret, covering 4 strings, because we need to be able to play the D on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and the A on the 4th string, 7th fret. So that's now would be the 6th string and 2nd string again. Play the chord, that's the 4th and 3rd strings, and then the last note of bar 3, our 2nd finger drops straight onto that 5th string, 8th fret, onto the F. And now bar 4, we're moving back to a D minor chord, but this time played in the 5th position. So we need to get the 2nd finger onto the 2nd string, 6th fret, and then we place the little finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and the 3rd finger next to it on the 4th string, 7th fret, and we can now play the 6th and 2nd string together again, play the chord, which is the 3rd and 4th string, and finally the last note of that bar is D on the 5th string, 5th fret. So that's so our first 4 bars now are 6th fret, onto the 10th fret half bar chord. Now bar 5, we're now moving on to the first string. We place the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret G on that first string, and we play the 6th string and the 1st string together. That's the low D and the G on the 1st string. Now we're moving our 3rd finger up to the 6th fret. That's the guide finger. Don't take your finger off, just slide it up to that B flat 6th fret 1st string. And now we get a rather awkward chord to finger. We're actually playing a G minor 7th chord. And for this, we keep the 3rd finger on our B flat. You place the 1st finger on the 4th string 5th fret G. You place the little finger on the 3rd string 7th fret D. And the 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string on F, which now gives us our G minor chord. So that's, takes a bit of practice on that chord. Now the last beat of bar 5, we play A with the 1st finger and then at the 5th fret, and then hammer the finger or slow the finger onto the 6th fret onto the B flat. So that's the 1st finger followed by the 2nd finger. So that bar is now bar 6 is a bar chord at the 5th fret, and we place the 3rd finger on the 5th string 7th fret and the little finger on the 1st string 8th fret. Now that gives us our E and C. That's the 5th string and 1st string. Now the bar's covering the 5th fret, so we're playing the 2nd string and 3rd string together. So that's the last note of bar 6 is B flat, which we play with the 2nd finger at the 6th fret 1st string. So that would now be bar 7. We come to an F chord, so we're doing a partial bar at the 5th fret. We place the little finger on the 8th fret 5th string. We can play those, and then we need to place the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 6th fret on the F, and then we're already covering the 3rd string with our bar. So that is there now follows in bar 7 and 8 two harmonics following one another, and to play these we play the 7th fret 4th string with the little finger, and then move across onto the 5th fret the 5th string 7th fret. So that's giving us 4th string 5th string at the 7th fret harmonics. Now to complete bar 8, we move the 1st finger up to the 6th fret, place the little finger on G on the 2nd string 8th fret, which is moving us into an A dominant 7th type chord, and then finally in bar 8 we play the harmonic on the 6th string 7th fret with the 2nd finger. So that sequence now, bar 7 and 8 is bar 9, we're back to a D minor chord at the 5th position. So we bar at the 5th fret, which now gives us A, 1st string, and the D on the 5th string. Those are with the bar. We place the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 6th fret, the little finger on the 3rd string 7th fret, and the 3rd finger on the 4th string 7th fret. So now we're playing the 5th string and the 1st string together, followed by our chord, which is the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. We continue in bar 9 by playing our G on the 2nd string, 8th fret. So that is. Now, rather important that we keep the little finger on, because that's our guide finger, which we move up 2 frets or a tone to the 10th fret, 2nd string, to our A. We place the 3rd finger also on the 10th fret, but on the 6th string. And then we're placing the 1st finger on the 8th fret, 3rd string, and our 2nd finger on the 5th string, 9th fret. So that gives us, we play the 6th string and 2nd string together, followed by the 5th string and 3rd string. So that is, our little finger moves up 1 fret. Don't take the fingers off though. This is important, otherwise you'll have problems. So it's, because now in bar 11 what we do, we keep those fingers on the respective strings that are on at the moment. We slide that down to the 6th fret, which now we've got all the notes we need. So we're playing now the 2nd string and the 6th string together. We're already covering the 5th string and 3rd string, and the last note of bar 11 is an open 5th string. So that sequence from bar 9 then is D minor, little finger slides up, keep your fingers on the chord, slide down, open string. So I'll play that again. Bar 12 is a D minor chord played at the 5th position. So we have the 2nd finger on F on the 2nd string, 6th fret, and we place the little finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, and the 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret. So we're playing the 6th string and 2nd string, 3rd string and 4th string for the chord, an open 5th string. So that's. Now, what we do, we can keep the 3rd finger on, that 4th string, and use that as a guide finger, and that now drops down to F at the 3rd fret on the 4th string. And we do a bar chord at the 1st fret, so it's a full bar, which now gives us B flat, 5th string, F, which we're already covering with the 3rd finger, G sharp on the 3rd string with a bar, and the little finger now is placed on the D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, giving us a chord of B flat dominant 7th. That, we now continue that chord by keeping the little finger on, sliding that up to the 6th fret, up to our F on the 2nd string, so that's the little finger going up, and then we play E, 2nd string, 5th fret, followed by the F again, so that's. Keep the little finger on, that's our guide, and then slide that up to the 8th fret to our G, and we can play G, 2nd string, and the 5th string, which is the A, open. Drop the 1st finger down onto the 6th fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger onto the 7th fret, A. So that gives us our chord. So we're now playing. The last note of bar 14 is the 3rd finger on F at the 6th fret, 2nd string. And then we can slide that down to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, D. Place the 1st finger on A on your 3rd string, 2nd fret. second finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. That gives us our D minor chord. So we're actually back to our starting chord again. So you play 2nd string and 6th string together, 3rd and 4th string together, bass note, and then we play the 6th string again, chord, 5th string. That's the bar 16. So bar 15 and 16 are so we've got from bar 1 up to the 6th fret. Keep the little finger on, use that as your guide finger. Back down to our D minor chord. Awkward little G minor 7 chord. Bar at the 5th fret. Partial bar 5th fret. Harmonics. D minor chord 5th fret. G on the 2nd string, sliding up, that's the guide finger up to the A. Get this awkward little chord, do not take your fingers off, just slide that down. D minor chord, B flat 7. And that's where I'll end this first part of Alt Testament. I'll carry on onto the troublesome harmonic section in the next video. I hope this tutorial is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Music and tabs are available free from www.boltonguitar.co.uk. Thank you. Bye now.